Good morning. Welcome to Sunday's meditation here at Kunzang Peo Choling. And hello to everyone online watching as well. We're happy to have you here. We do this every Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So whether you're here in person or online, you can join us. So we'll start with opening prayers together. We'll do the 7-line prayer, and we'll do that 3 times together. Orgen yogi nu chamsam pemange sadombola yasan chogi nu drumne pemajugne shesudrak kordukan romampokor Keki Jesu dang drupki Jinjilop shir sheksu sol Guru pe masidi hung Organ yugi nu chamsam Pemange sadompola Yasan shogi nu drumne Pemajungne shesudrak Kordukan romampokor Keki Jesu dag drupki Jinjilop shir sheksu sol Guru be masidi hung Organ yugi nu chamsam Pemange sadompola Yasan chogi nu drupne Pemajungne shesudrak Kordukan romampokor Keki Jesu dag drupki Jinjilop shir sheksu sol Guru pe masidi hung. So, we're gathered here to do meditation this morning. And before we begin any activity like this, we want to remember why we're here. What's our motivation for being here today? And we want to take a minute to generate compassion. So our compassionate intention for doing this meditation practice. And whenever we begin an activity, we should begin by generating compassion for all sentient beings and establishing a pure motivation for what we're doing. So this is especially true for sitting down doing meditation today. Whenever we sit down and make prayers, or we listen to a Dharma talk, or we read a Dharma book, our motivation is key. It determines the direction of our actions. So we must begin by establishing the proper motivation. So let's take a minute to sit here and generate compassion and make a wish that whatever virtue or merit or whatever we learn today, that be dedicated to all sentient beings, that it brings immeasurable benefit to all beings. So we'll just take a minute to do that. All right. So the practice that we're doing today, the meditation, is called Shamatha meditation, which specifically we're pulling from the text today, Jetsuma Akon Lamo's book, Stabilizing the Mind. She talks about what is meditation. Meditation is the natural state when the mind is relaxed, when it's stable and open. It trains our mind to become more calm and relaxed and yet alert and wakeful. So the whole point of meditation is to create more space in our minds. And we can feel how busy our minds can get throughout the day. The way our world is set up, we're set up for many to have many distractions, potential distractions. We fill our schedule to the brim. We can be very busy, and we can forget our mindfulness throughout the day. So creating more space in the mind is crucial. We think of all the other ways. Let's say, maybe we exercise to keep our body in shape, or eat the right foods, or we, learn new skills. Well, what about our mind? How do we tune that up, and how do we create more spaciousness, and how do we keep our mind open and alert? And we need to do this through practicing meditation. And when we create more space in our mind, we can balance our emotions much better. This allows space between our action and our reactions. And it's the first step in developing bodhicitta, which is the compassionate wish to free all beings from suffering. So we're going to take a comfortable seat. I'm choosing to sit on the floor. You can also choose to sit on a chair if that's more comfortable for you. But the main point is we want to have a straight spine. Straight spine. Our posture is very important. Our shoulders are open. We have our hands in our lap. So we're going to do right over left. Just relaxed with our thumbs touching like this in our lap. And our shoulders and our rib cage are open. And our eyes will remain open, but they're very relaxed, and they're, gently looking downward, almost like if you imagine a line from your nose going straight down to the floor, extending to the floor, so you're finding a point where it's comfortable to rest your gaze. And then we're also placing the tip of our tongue right behind our front teeth. So our mouth is a little bit open like that. And again, this isn't forced, this isn't rigid. We want to be relaxed and stable and grounded in this position. And as we meditate, if we find tension in the body, just letting it rest and relax. And we're going to breathe normally. Sometimes it's normal to try to, sometimes you might notice that your breath is weird or you're regulating it too much. We're just trying to relax and be totally natural in this position. So we're putting a very light attention on our breathing. So we're not trying to control it. We're just breathing naturally and putting gossamer thin attention on the breath. So if you think about taking your pulse, not trying to control it, not trying to put any pressure on it, we just watch it, we just observe it. So Jetsama says, your attention is like a feather, gently riding on the surface of your breath. So we're going to try to do sit together for a few different intervals of time. And if you notice that thoughts come up, we're just going to imagine them like thoughts rising to the surface of a pond. We just let them pop. We don't need to look and see what they are. Your meditation isn't lost by hearing your thoughts, but going down the road with them, inspecting them. What is that? What is this? Is this a good meditation? Am I doing good? Oh, this is bad. I'm so distracted. And then all of a sudden our whole mind is filled with thoughts. So we're trying to just drop them. And if we have a very difficult time, we can use visualization to help us. We can imagine tongs picking up the thought, dropping the thought, or even scissors cutting the thought, throwing the thought away. So you can experiment with those techniques and see what works best for you. So we are going to start with a 5-minute meditation, and then we'll just slowly increase our time. And then we'll just take a breath and moment to relax between each session. So we're going to start with 5 minutes. Here we go. Just turn my timer on. stretch or move if you need to, or grab a drink of water. We're going to try doing that again. Again, we're sitting with a straight back, hands in our lap, eyes relaxed and gently gazing downwards. And remember to just breathe naturally and allowing the body to relax more and more as we increase our time. And just noticing, the light attention on our breathing. And again, our attention is like a feather gently riding on the surface of our breath. So we are going to increase our time to 7 minutes. And then we'll do another one together. Let's try it again. All right. So, just wanted to mention too, we'll do one more session, but if you're doing this on your own time, throughout the week as well, you can choose even a smaller interval of time to start. So if 1 minute feels good, 2 minutes, you can start, if you're just beginning with meditation, you can start where you're at and just try to, relax your mind for a minute and try to focus on your breath for a minute, and then increase the time over time. You can just start and practice and experiment with it and see how it's working, and see what's working best for you. So again, we're going to try another little session, and let me just check the time here. We'll do another 10 minutes. And all right, let's try another 10 minutes. Let me change my timer here. All right. again, we can practice this on our own time with different intervals of time. And slowly increasing our time to the point that, maybe we don't even notice 10 minutes going by. It's quick. Increasing our time and working up to, maybe 30 minutes or 45 minutes. But again, we just start where we're at. Whether you've been meditating for a long time or you're just starting, where, the motivation is very important. And again, focusing on the breath and trying to drop our thoughts and not go down the road with them. So it's really, again, creating that spaciousness in the mind, that relaxed and calm yet alert and wakeful state of mind. So with that, we are going to dedicate the virtue and the merit of our practice today. We'll do that together with these 3 prayers. And we can begin. Throughout my many lives and until this moment, whatever virtue I have accomplished, including the merit generated by this practice and all that I will ever attain, this I offer for the welfare of sentient beings. May sickness, war, famine, and suffering be decreased for every being, while their wisdom and compassion increase in this and every future life. May I clearly perceive all experiences to be as insubstantial as the dream fabric of the night, and instantly awaken to perceive the pure wisdom display in the arising of every phenomenon. May I quickly attain enlightenment in order to work ceaselessly for the liberation of all sentient beings. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas altogether, whatever kind of motivation you have, whatever kind of beneficial action, whatever kind of wishing prayers, whatever kind of omniscience, whatever kind of life accomplishment, whatever kind of benevolent power, and whatever kind of immense wisdom you have, similarly, I, who have come in the same way to benefit beings, pray to attain these qualities. By this effort, may all sentient beings be free of suffering. May their minds be filled with the nectar of virtue. In this way, may all causes resulting in suffering be extinguished, and only the light of compassion shine throughout all realms. So we want to thank you so much for joining us today, and everyone watching online as well. Thank you for coming. We are here every weekend at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So whether you're here in person with us or online, we'd love to have you. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.